Okay, welcome back. Today it's a Sunday video. I want to talk about sugar today and why sugar isn't really the problem. Why you think you're addicted to sugar, but you're actually not addicted to sugar. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of research out there that sugar releases dopamine, and obviously it makes it an addictive substance, almost as addictive as cocaine, which is true. However, I do think that sugar is addictive for the sole reason that it gives you attach a certain feeling to sugar, because you tend to consume sugar when you're feeling stressed, for example, and sugar helps you relieve that stress. It helps you forget about the stress because you're busy, obviously making yourself busy eating the sugary thing. So sugar necessarily isn't, obviously, sugar in itself tastes very good, and when you consume sugar for a long time, your taste buds get used to the sugar. However, our taste buds do get replaced. Our taste bud cells in our mouths do get replaced every 10 days. So it is possible to change your taste buds. You just have to do it incrementally. So the first thing you need to do to realize that sugar is not the problem, that the underlying problem is what value you attach to sugar, is to actually figure out what is this feeling that you're attaching to sugar. What is this? When do you tend to crave sugar the most? And why do you crave sugar? Is it when you're sad? You know, maybe you need to change something in your life in general, or maybe you need to find yourself something else, a substitute for sugar. So that's number one, what you need to figure out. Why do you crave sugar? What sort of feeling do you attach to it? Number two is determine whether you're eating enough protein in the first place. If you're not eating enough calories or enough just calories in general, then your body will be craving sugar, quick sugar, something that will give it a quick release. And then again, if you, on top of that, obviously if you eat enough calories, that's good enough in itself, but then if you make sure that you load up on protein and are eating enough protein to keep you satisfied for longer, then your sugar cravings are more likely to go down as well, because protein has it to it that it keeps you fuller for longer. So, is your diet okay? Are your macronutrients on point? If not, let me know in the comments down below. We can sort it out. And number two, you're not eating sugar itself. So you're not eating sweets, chocolates, but you do eat a lot of carbs, a lot of things with flour in them. Flour, white bread is kind of a very similar thing to sugar. It's still a simple sugar, simple carbohydrate. They're kind of in the same category. So you still have to, because flour, like white flour in itself, comes from refined grains, so it doesn't have much minerals in it. So it is much better. That's why it's much better to opt for whole grains. So obviously, when you start substituting sugary treats, sugary sweets with, let's say, pastries, those still have sugar in them. Bread still has sugar in it. It still has flour. So I would say it's better to opt for whole grains, because you're getting that fiber and you're getting a lot more minerals like iron. So it's a lot better to opt for whole grains. So again, what feeling do you attach to it? Figure that one out, and why. What is the reason that you attach that feeling to sugar? Protein and caloric intake. And then three, bread and other carbohydrates. Have you substituted simple sugar with another simple sugar, like floury stuff, you know, pastries and things? Because that is still a very similar thing. That's not to say that you can't eat those things, but my recommendation for nutrition solely comes from my own experience. It's a lot better to eat a lot of good quality protein that comes from meat. So I eat red meat. I love steak, chicken. I do have vegetarian meals sometimes, but I do prefer to base my meals around meat, healthy carbohydrates, whole grains, and then a lot of veggies. So that's my recommendation. And the main thing is not to stress about it. Don't obsess over sugar. If you tell yourself that you can't ever have sugar again, you will want to eat it more. I know myself, when I was restricting, I told myself I will never have sugar again, and then I wanted it more. It's like reverse psychology. If you tell yourself you can't have something, your mind will want it. So tell yourself you can have it anytime, but you know what is better for you, and you will go for that better choice because you're doing this for yourself. So in order to change your habit, you need to make sure that you change your identity. So who are you? Are you a person who eats a lot of sugar, who consumes a lot of sugar? Or are you someone who eats healthily on the daily? And that's not to say that you won't slip up, everybody does. But it's about changing your identity. Alright, that's it for this video. Take these nutrition tips. Do whatever you want with them, follow them or not. But that's my one little tip when it comes to nutrition, in terms of when it comes to sugar. So I will see you tomorrow for our next workout video. Subscribe to this channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below what is your favorite meat. Let's talk about meat. What's your favorite piece of meat? Let's talk about it. Right, see you tomorrow.